This is a CAD model of a CNC based automated farming system. So first I will start by explaining the CAD tool holder of this machine. So this gray part over here is a tool holder. It can be used with two sets of tools. One set is the detachable tool set and the second is the fixed tool set. So the fixed tool set has two tools, as we can see here. One is the seeding pike and the second is a humidity probe. So the seeding pike, it is used to make holes before the seeds are deposited in the soil. So the pike is used to make tiny holes into which we can deposit the seeds later on. And whenever the soil humidity has to be measured, the humidity probes come down. So these are soil humidity probes. They are used to measure the soil resistance to calculate the soil humidity percentage or the soil moisture percentage. So when these tools are not being used, they go into a horizontal position so that they don't interfere with the other procedures. And these are this is a detachable tool holder. So these are used to pick up the detachable tools. So here we can see there are three holes. So for now we are using just two holes. One is for the vacuum pump and the second one is for the water pump. And beneath the tool holder, we can see three holes here as well. So these are the holes into which the magnet on the tools go in. So there will be magnets placed in here as well. So they get attached to the magnets on the tools. And these are the outlets which I explained before. Now I'll explain one tool at a time. So the first tool is the seeding tool. So every tool has this part which will be common so that they can be inserted into the tool bay, and only the part underneath changes each time. So this is a seeding tool and this is a seeding nozzle. So this nozzle is connected to the vacuum pump through this outlet. So it is used to pick up one seed at a time or a few seeds at a time based on the seed size. And to prevent the seeds from going into the pump, a wire mesh will be placed here. The second tool is a watering tool. So the watering tool looks like a shower head. It has multiple holes here so that the water can be dispersed out. And this tool is connected to the second inlet, that is this hole. The rubber tube will be connected here, which will be in turn connected to a water pump. And the final tool is a weeding wedge. So again, this part will be common so that it can go into the tool bay later on when it has to be stored. And these are the sharp wedges. So the wedges are used to press the weeds into the soil after being dictated. Now talking about the axis, as you can see, this machine has three axes, X, Y, and Z. So the y-axis is powered by two motors, one on either side. This is the first one, and the y-axis, this is the y-axis motion. And similarly, the second carriage is on the other side, which is actually the mirror image of the first one. And the x-axis carriage, this part is the x-axis carriage. So this is its motion. And it is powered by this motor. And the final axis is the z-axis, which is used to move up and down. So it is used to move up and down. And this axis is powered by a lead screw connected to a stepper motor. And these here are the tool base for the three tools. So whenever the tools are not being used, they can be inserted into these tool bays. The machine does that automatically. The machine picks up the tool as well as deposits it back into the tool bay automatically. This will be shown in the real demo video which is coming up. This is a video of the machine executing a command to plant 3 seeds along the diagonal of the workbed. First, all the axes are home. Once that is done, the pike comes down. Here the pike is used to make 3 holes so that the seeds can be deposited into the soil. Once these holes are made, the seeding tool is picked up. Here the tool and the tool holder are magnetic, so it can be easily picked up. Once the tool is picked up, a vacuum pump is used to pick up a few number of seeds at a time. The seeds are then deposited at each of the holes made earlier using the pipe. Once seeding is done in all 3 locations, the tool is returned back to the tool bay. This is a video of the machine executing a command to water the 3 seeds that were planted in the earlier video. Once homing of all axes is done, the watering tool is picked up. This machine has a diaphragm pump with a fixed flow rate as well as a flow sensor. So it has the ability to pour a precise volume of water each time it waters a plant. In this case, we are pouring exactly 500 ml of water for each plant. Once the watering is done, the watering tool is returned back to the tool bay.
This is the video demonstration for the weed detection. On the screen we are having the Python program to control the setup. At first, the program asks the user to enter the required action. This includes seed, add plant, water, show bed, weed, exit. Here we choose the weed option. First, the program sends a control string to the Arduino to move the camera to position X500, Y450. After moving to the position, the camera captures the image of the field. The plants in this image will be detected using faster RZNN. In the image, the green circle indicates the position where the plants have to be planted. Any plants outside the circles will be classified as weed. Once we close the image, the positions of the weeds will be displayed. The program then generates a control string for each weed. The control string will be sent to the Arduino to remove the weed. The control string starts with the weed, followed by X, followed by the X coordinate of the weed, followed by Y, and the Y coordinate of the weed.